Welcome to the second vlog of me cataloging all of the content creation that I do for this next year. If you have not seen my first video, what I'm doing for this full year is I'm creating one piece of content each day for the next year. And so these vlogs are my way of holding myself accountable, and it's an additional form of content. And so I'm not doing this to make it my career. I'm doing this just for me. So I love just getting to create content, and this is the perfect way for me to do that. And I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Unis Honest. If they can create something every day for a year like they did with their channel, then I know that I can commit to creating something over this next year as well. So what have I done? This last week I spent 5 days of the content creation process doing finishing up some of the basic components of the pantheon of the world that my comic book is going to be taking place in. And so I talked about how halflings, humans, gnomes, and what I'm calling sentinels are created. These sentinels are like supposed to be the Aasimar from Dungeons and Dragons. They kind of lead the church and lead the armies during great plights and that kind of thing. And so I talked about how they were created, which god or goddess created them, and kind of what their gift from their deity was at the beginning of their creation. And then the last 2 days, so days 6 and 7, I edited and recorded new episodes for my podcast, Silent Journeys. And so those episodes will be coming out throughout the month of December, which is going to help me a lot because this will serve as an official announcement to myself and to anyone that watches this that I will be participating in World Ember this year, which is, if you don't know what that is, it is a world building competition on World Anvil. And I guess it's sort of a competition, but it's, you're not too hard competing with other people, but nonetheless, it's about developing your world. And if you're familiar with NaNoWriMo, then you will know what World Ember is. This is just more about the world building part of it. And so that'll take place through the entire month of December. My personal goal, and I'm reaching high with this, but I have some ideas of how I can reach it. My personal goal is 50,000 words of new world building content in the month of December. So doing that could be tough. I am in grad school, and the semester's ending here soon. I will also be home for the 3 weeks of around Christmas, and so that will also impact my ability. But the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to try and have 1 to 3 12-hour live streams during the month of December where I stream on Twitch my world building process and build the content there with a little bit of feedback from anyone who joins. And so one thing that I like to do in my world building is I like to involve other people. And so when I play D&D campaigns that I am the dungeon master for and people are playing those, I usually let them at the end of their adventure, if they've completed it, they get to have a little bit of say in what their characters did, what happened to this organization, and I will take that and maybe make some small tweaks just for it to make a little bit more sense or not, and include that in the actual lore and history of my world. It's called a lore. And so I really like this idea of a community impacted world that we're building, and so joining me on the live stream is that opportunity to see additional content or something created and your hand in this kind of pot of where D&D campaigns take place and my comic books take place, and so yeah, if you would like to join, just keep an eye. You can check my Ko-fi page. We'll be having updates. Other than that, that is the end of this week. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing what I get done this week.